Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking today. And whether it was the title of today's video or the thumbnail, I'm really hoping you enjoy the content. And of course, if you are coming back as my subscriber, hey guys, thank you for tuning in always. I hope you've been well, enjoying the good weather that we've been having, because May has been a bit crappy when it's come to the weather, but I hope you've been having good vibes, just enjoying life, enjoying the weather. And of course, as always, thank you for coming back and tuning in again. For all of you guys, make sure you subscribe and turn your notification bell on. So if you are new to this channel, I predominantly do fashion-based content, as you'll be able to see from my other videos. It is a lifestyle channel as well, but with everything been going on, there's not much lifestyle to be styling because I haven't really been doing anything, to be honest. It's just now that I started going out again, seeing friends, doing all of this stuff. So make sure you turn your notification bell on just so you know when I put other content out, essentially. That being said, I'm gonna try and upload twice a week this month, only because I've got quite a few Zara hauls that I need to put out. It's obviously, we're going into summer now and a lot of these stuff are still spring. Yes, they are adding stuff to the collection, but I just want to put it out for you guys so things don't go out of stock. And even they might have a sale soon, so you can start having your eye on a few things that you might want to add to your basket or your saved list. So alongside some of those videos and the fashion hauls that I typically do, I just want to do other stuff as well. You know, I don't want it to be just Zara hauls you guys come here for, even though I know you love it. I love doing them, I love shopping there. So yeah, we're gonna change it up and see if I can do 2 uploads this month just to keep the content flowing and give you guys other stuff to watch as well. So with that being said, as you can see by the title of today's video, depending on when you are seeing this or when I upload it, I wanted to show you guys my May favorites. Something I haven't actually done on my channel thus far, but there are a few items that I've been using, things I've been loving, things that have just been helping me, whether it's well-being, mental, beauty, skincare, any of that stuff. So I wanted to show you a few items or a few things that I've been using this month, things that might be helpful to you guys, but just things that I've been liking. So with that being said, let's get into it. First thing to show you guys are 2 skincare items, and one of them in particular I'll show you first is something that I swear I used to use years ago, and I don't know if they discontinued it or if they just stopped making it for some time. I don't know what the case was, but when I say this thing was one of my go-to products and then I just couldn't find it anymore. But with that being said, it is the Vaseline Cocoa Radiant Body Oil. Now, I know a few people have started raving about this again, and within reason. So if I show you guys exactly what we are talking about, it is so good, guys. When it comes to like summertime, yes, we have not left the country. I don't know about you guys, but I have not. But when it comes to holidays, summertime, when you need that glow. Now, I appreciate Fenty, Body Lava, all of these different products are out there. This is so inexpensive though. I think it's like £5 something when it's not on offer, but right now Superdrug are doing an offer, buy one get one free. This is not sponsored, but just to save you some coins and get some more products than you usually would, I would say you should pick this up. I'll actually put some on my hand just now so you can get like a gist of how it is. It's only 200 ml. You think it wouldn't go that far, but it really does wonders. So it's just, oh. I love it, honestly, for my legs, especially legs, shoulders, all those parts that you would be showing when it comes to like warmer weather anyway. It's so good. Not sticky or anything like that. It goes into my skin really well. I would say I have combination skin on my face, but I think my body is actually typically quite dry. So I really love how this soaks in. Doesn't feel sticky or anything. I mean, Vaseline I feel like is a holy grail for many people, because you know, back in the day, the way we used to be rocking Vaseline on our skin going to school, I don't know about you, but I did. So yeah, this one, in conjunction with another one I'm about to show you, has been one of my main favorites. The second item to show you that I use in conjunction with that oil sometimes is the Cocoa Radiant Continuous Spray. Now I do have to give a shout out to Racheal, because she actually mentioned, not this one, but she mentioned that she just wasn't down with the whole like having to rub in the cream or the lotions, and how she was using a spray moisturizer. So ever since then I've been thinking, should I? So again, once I saw that that one was on offer, the body oil, I saw this as well and I thought, you know, I might as well give it a go. It's 190 ml, comes again in a cocoa scent, but I think they have different scents as well. This one in particular I actually use first. So come out the shower, dry myself off properly, and then I just spray this on and rub it in. It tells you how to use it on the back anyway. And then any areas that are like more exposed, then I would use the oil on top of that, again, just to lock in that moisture, kind of make my skin look dewy, glowy, and well moisturized and nourished. But so far I'm really liking this. The scent I feel like isn't for everyone, because it is quite a strong cocoa smell. But I don't mind, I'm a fan. It's not too overpowering. I can still use perfumes and other things on top of it. So yeah, this in conjunction with that has been leaving me glowing. Usually I do like my shea butter and like coconut oil mix on my skin, so I don't typically buy a lot of lotions and creams, but these two have been serving me well. So hence why I've shown you in my favorites. So those are those two. Sticking with beauty slash skincare, I'm someone who, I wouldn't say I have sensitive skin, but I've also acknowledged my body doesn't like things that are heavily perfumed, if that's even the right word to use. I don't know if that's English. So yeah, I'm not sensitive, but I think naturally my body just gravitates to things that are a bit more natural, a bit more neutral. So I just try and listen to it in that sense. Now this item that I'm gonna show you guys, I swear, please, you have to understand, it's not for everyone. But for me, I mean, I like to give my skin a good scrub, a good wash, all of the good stuff. And I think this is really, really good for what it is. And it is this Olivier pure olive oil soap. So I get mine from Holland & Barrett. It's so good because I just feel like, especially if you're sensitive down there as well, we all know we're not supposed to be using soap in them areas too tough anyway. But if you're particularly sensitive in those areas, this soap is so good. It literally has olive oil, water, sodium chloride, and sodium olivate. That's all it's got in it, 4 ingredients. And for me, it still gives me that sort of lava. It still makes my skin feel nice and washed. It doesn't really have a scent. It kind of just smells like a bit olivey, as you would anticipate. But it's so good, and I really do swear by this soap. I can use other stuff. I can use the Doves, the Soap and Glories, all of that good stuff. But to be honest, this is one I go back to. This and black soap are my best friends when it comes to showering and washing and all of that stuff. You can use it on your face, same as I do with my black soap. You can use it on all over your body. I love it. I've got my mum hooked on it. It is what it is. I think it's really good. And like I said, if you are sensitive down there, because you do have to acknowledge, even if you're not using this down there, which you shouldn't, whilst you're lavering everything up in your body, everything is kind of washing in that direction. So I love this. It's really good. You can obviously use it in conjunction with other stuff that are a bit more scented if that's what you prefer. But for me, this has been a May favorite and has been a long time favorite. So I just wanted to show you guys that as well. Moving on to some beauty items. This combination is so unexpected, and you guys know I love a bargain. If you don't, I will tell you if you're new to this channel, I love a bargain. I like to get things that I'm gonna get use out of. I like to get things that just make sense to any of my collections, like whether it's clothing, beauty, fashion, whatever. Clothing, fashion. But yeah, these two is pretty much what I always have on my lips if I'm doing like content like this, or if I just want something neutral but kind of glossy. And it is the Primark PS High Shine High Gloss lip glosses. Now they are slightly different. So you've got this one on top, which is the color Mink Pink, and then you've got this one on the bottom, which is the high gloss clear one. Now it is supposed to be clear, but I use these in conjunction so you can kind of anticipate what happens. Use this, dip this in, it mixes, it is what it is. But I've got one specifically for when I do this combination, then I've got one that's just, I use it for itself when I just want a nice gloss. Now, when it comes to lip glosses, I think people always want to know, like, is it sticky? I mean, with right now, the hair, it does stick to it. But if I'm just kind of talking or just kind of eating or just going about my day to day, I don't think it's bad at all. Acknowledging we obviously have masks, like we have to wear masks pretty much everywhere. I wouldn't usually top up my lip gloss if I'm putting a mask on. I'd usually like take off my mask and then do that. But with that being said, these are like £1. Oh, this is actually called Diamond, which you anticipate, so it's the clear one. I use this pretty much all the time. I think they're £1 or £1.50. They're definitely under £2 unless Primark have decided to raise their prices. And they're so good. The color payoff of this one, this feels like old school YouTube. I was gonna like fast swatch it. But the color payoff of this one is great. Like that's really doing something. So I really like it. And then I'll just do the clear one as well, just for the sake of it. Like, I'm such a fan. So I have another one. This is obviously like more minky, a bit more purpley almost. Whereas then I have another one that's basically like pink. So I use these two together, depending on how I want to change up my lip look. These are the ones I go for, guys. Look, I've got a sticker on my hair right now, but we good. Also with the lip glosses, it is worth knowing, it's what I've got on today. Please don't look too closely because I'm hot and so I feel like my top lip is sweating. But we are good. That's what I use. And I swear by it, I think they're so good. For the price as well, I do appreciate people love the Fenty Gloss Bomb, but I feel like for the price, buy 3 or 4, dash it in each one of the bags that you use mostly or whatever. That's pretty much what I do. I have like 3 or 4 of them, which I pretty much keep in my drawers with my makeup stuff, and then I have like 1 or 2 in like some of my bags that I use most frequently. That way I'm never without my typical lip gloss combination. So yeah, I really love those. So I would say look out for it in Primark. Within the beauty section, they definitely have other colors, but I use Mink Pink Clear, and there's a pink one I think I have as well. So to stick with the beauty theme, I feel like this one I'm really gonna skip over very quickly because who doesn't know about it already? And it is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I love, when I say love, I love this. Now for me, I think I've already mentioned I've got quite combination skin on my face, but typically my T-zone is the oily part. So I'm just that like classic combination face. I love using this because I do go quite heavy on powders when I do my face. So I love using this basically to spray my face. Then I use my beauty blender to like press in the powder so it looks a bit less matte, a bit less dry essentially. And then I use it to kind of go over my face again when I'm done. And then I might, depending on if I'm going out, if I feel like I know I've got a long day, then I might like set it again with something else. I feel like this is not as heavy duty as maybe some other setting sprays, but I think it does really, really well for my face at least. It's only after a few hours, and I think that's a combination of this and my makeup. It's only after a few hours that I get a shiny nose, which is again the oiliest part of my face. But this, like I said, not too much to say about it. You guys already know what it is. Love, love, love this. And I love obviously getting it when it's on offer, when they do like the 2-for-1. So I would always say, have a look for this one. I know there are so many beauty gurus here on YouTube that swear by it, hence the influence of me buying it. But yeah, I definitely stand for this as well. So it's the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Yeah, I'm a fan. One thing that's always weird is when I record, I always spray myself as if I'm going somewhere when most times I'm not. So I'm really, really big on fragrances. I know there are so many out there, so many different brands, so many different stores that sell perfumes and fragrances. I'm typically a very oudey sort of person. Like I like mixing my ouds with not strong scents, because I do like sweet scents as well. I'm quite varied, to be honest. But with that being said, I do have a few favorites that I've been using quite continuously. And the first one I will mention is, no surprise, from Zara, and it's called Gourmand Addict. Now, what I'll try and do is maybe on the screen, I'll leave the notes of the fragrance, or maybe in the description box below. But this one just gives me good vibes. I do have, I think, Gourmand. I think there's just like there's a Rose Gourmand, I think, that Melissa's wardrobe shouted out time ago. Out of the collection that she shouted out back then, Bois Soleil is definitely my favorite, if that gives you an idea of what I smell like or what I like. But this one is so, so nice. I don't know how to explain it. I know when it comes to these things, it's a bit hard to try and get you to understand how it smells through the screen. So I will leave it on the screen for you guys to have an idea of what it's like, but I'm definitely a fan. Equally, if we're talking about scents, another one that I am such a fan of is Wonder Rose. Now, the reason why this one surprises me is because I'm not someone that typically gravitates towards scents that have rose in them. I don't know. I think I was thrown off when I went to the Body Shop and they have like a rose collection. And I think it's like the English rose collection or something. And I just wasn't a fan. With that being said though, I was quite skeptical to get this because the stores weren't open back then, so we couldn't go and smell what it smelled like. So I was literally going off the basis of what Zara said it smells like on their website, and I'm so happy I tried it. So it's the Zara Wonder Rose, as I mentioned. It just looks like this, and I think this is one of the ones that come in a 2-pack collection. I'm not too sure, but they do have this in a 200ml, whereas this one I've got in my hand I think is the 100ml or 50ml, something like that. So between this, Bois Soleil, and the Gourmand Addict, huge fan. I'm again trying to give you an idea of maybe what scents I like. I'm definitely a fan of like Black Opium. I like my ouds. So things that are a bit deep but have a sweetness to them, that's kind of my vibe, although I do like fresh and fruity when it's applicable. But these two I've been loving. I would say check them out. I don't think it's part of like a limited collection or anything like that, so you should be able to get your hands on them. Reasonably priced, I think like maybe £15 or under. So yeah, check these out on the Zara website. They have so many other ones as well, so you can definitely find something that suits you a bit better. Next item I have to show you guys is definitely influenced by someone here on YouTube. I was watching Lexus C, and she's always hula hooping, and I thought, you know what? This is a vibe. I remember doing this back in primary school, and she obviously does it for fitness purposes. So I thought, okay, why not try it out? Now I've got it here at my side. There's no bloody way that I'm gonna be able to show you guys this properly, but it is a weighted hula hoop. I just got mine from Amazon. If I haven't said already, guys, as well, I will link everything in the description below. I just got mine from Amazon. It's a weighted hula hoop, 1 kilogram, and I literally do it like 10 to 15 minutes a day if I can. It's really, really good as well if you're like watching vlogs or something where you're just kind of chilling, just to be standing up and doing this as you go. you're watching EastEnders, whatever in the evening, that sort of vibe. It's been really, really useful. I've been finding it hard to get back into fitness. I cannot lie. I feel like my glory days are done when it comes to that. I've been finding it really hard to kind of like join the gym and just be consistent. One thing I also love about this one, I know I've already mentioned that it's weighted and got it from Amazon. If you look closely here, it's basically one of those ones where you can adjust the sizing. So depending on your shape, your size, your build, they do allow it to be adjustable. So I've got it on the medium sizes, I think. So essentially what that means is these individual parts you can actually take apart. So when you receive it, it comes in separate parts to build the hula hoop. I think that's really, really useful if you've got maybe kids, or if you're just a smaller frame, or if you're a bigger frame, you can literally adjust it to suit you. Because I think apparently hula hoops are supposed to be a certain size relative to your body for them to work properly and comfortably. So yeah, this has been good for me. It's been good for me just to feel like I'm doing something apart from my steps or whatever else, to kind of do exercise in the day. So thank you to Lexi for just showing it on her channel, because obviously I don't think this is something I would have looked into. But yeah, this is definitely a game changer for me at least. Okay, next item is very, very random, but again, as I mentioned, something that is just part of daily routine, something that I really like, something that I ingest a lot of, and I have to mention chai tea bags. Now, the only reason I mention this is because I know a lot of people are definitely down with their smoothies and their teas. I'm very much still like a lemon and ginger sort of girl and all of that stuff, but chai tea, or chai, should I say, is amazing. I'm definitely a fan. When I went to India, this is something that I drank a heck of a lot of, and I love the way they make it. I do not drink milk, but I just drink this with oat milk, and I think it works really, really well. So yeah, I just wanted to give a quick mention to this. I just get mine from anywhere really, but these ones are from M&S, just because it's quite a big pack. It was like 50 tea bags for I think £2 or £3-ish or something like that. One thing I have noticed, if you are a fan of chai, you will realize that depending on what supermarket or where you're buying it from, it's hard to find. And online they were stating crazy prices, so I was happy I picked this up. I usually just have a cup or two a day, depends how I'm feeling. Sometimes I won't touch it for a while, but if we're talking, for me, teas that are up there, this is definitely one. So very random mention, but I just wanted to throw that in there as well. If you are not new to my channel, you would have seen these already. I've mentioned them before, and if you are new, the reason I mention these in particular is because this is something that I typically wouldn't gravitate towards as a fashion item. When I'm talking about footwear, I'm very much more of a boots slash maybe even heels or flats, whatever it is, other than trainers. I pretty much only have trainers out of functionality, like if I know I'm gonna do exercising, or I know I'm gonna like take a random hike whenever that happens, or something like that. So these, for the fact that I've worn them as much as I have done, like you guys will see, are definitely something I have to mention as being one of my favorites. And they are these trainers that I picked up from Zara ages ago now. And they just look like this. They're plain white trainers. They have a little bit of a platform, which is I think the perfect type, and just this sort of brown detail at the back. They are so dirty, hence why you see me just holding them like this. I seriously need to give them a wash. So these I love because of how comfortable they are, how much they go with. And I think, again, like I said, I'm someone that's very much, yeah, I dress casual, sometimes a bit dressy, but these have really fit into so much, so many of my outfits, so many different occasions I've had. So I had to mention them. I think for anyone, plain white trainers are perfect. These I love because they literally have nothing to them apart from this brown part at the back, which again works very well with my neutral wardrobe. I feel like they're so good. They're a perfect size, a perfect height. I picked them up in my actual size, so 37. They fit true to size as far as I'm concerned. I, of course, need to invest in another pair because these are crying out for a break. So once I've washed them, I think I'm actually going to look out to get another pair. But I need something that gives me the same sort of vibe that these do. So this is definitely a favorite, been a favorite, but I had to mention it and I'm way too close to them. So that is that. Sticking with the shoes. Now, no judgment will be tolerated on this next pair, because if you watch my birthday vlog, which I will put up here, I have mentioned that I had these from before, but they were so pretty, and shout out to my sister for gifting me with those. They were so nice, and because of the color they're white, I just thought, you know what, having to wear them out and then wash them and then all of that stuff, like my household, we do not wear shoes in the house, things like that. So it just got to the point where I said, you know what, I need another pair. And so these are the new ones. Now again, I don't want to hear about it. You like them, you like them. If you don't, you do not. But if you have never worn Crocs before, you cannot speak unless you have. I picked up this pair in this sort of neon, almost sort of green. I don't even know what color they called it online. But I picked them up in my typical size, a size 4. Although I have to say, compared to my white pair, these for some reason run a bit smaller. So do be careful. I think I actually said if I do get a next pair, which will probably be just like black, just for the sake of it, I'll probably go a size up and see how that fits. But they are my Crocs. These shoes are so good when it comes to errands, like literally going down the road to the post office, the shops, the corner shop, whatever the case is. If you know you're jumping in an Uber and then you're going straight to somewhere, like they are so comfy to just slip on and go. And for the most part, I've really enjoyed wearing them. The comfort level is second to none. So again, if you've never slid your foot into a pair of Crocs, I don't want to hear it, because you can't knock it till you've tried it. This color, again, I appreciate is not for everyone. I mean, like I said, I love my white pair. So I just wanted something that was still fun. I mean, Crocs are fun point blank, but I wanted something that was fun. I did want it in lilac, but I just couldn't find my size online. So I said, you know what, this will do. But yeah, have to mention these. A recent purchase, definitely part of my favorites. Shout out to my sister for putting me on anyway. So I'm trying to, you know, reserve myself and not build a collection, but don't judge me if I do. So yeah, these had to be mentioned as well. And last but not least, guys, now for some people this will be very much like not interested. It depends how you are or who you are. For me, this was a purchase, a recent purchase that I just felt like was needed. I'm not someone that's very big on tech. I'm not very big on brands in that sense. Like, I just get what I think works for me. However, with that being said, obviously trying to do YouTube, take content a bit further, I did acknowledge that my phone, I had an Android as well as a very old iPhone. It just wasn't cutting it. It just was not cutting it. And my Android, I've realized when it comes to social media, it does not work very well. So I just didn't want to upload as much, basically. But yeah, as I said, the more and more I just decided I couldn't really upload, sorry, with my Android. If you guys don't know, I'm sure any Android users get it. It's like once you put something on Instagram specifically, it just looks so different and it was really annoying me. So I decided to upgrade my iPhone and I picked up the 12 Pro Max. Like I said, I'm not really big on all of that stuff, but it was time. And this phone is really showing out. It's doing what it needs to do. I decided to get the gold one, as you can see. So I've got the case and screen protector already because we don't play those games. So I've got all of that stuff on it. For me, like I said, when it comes to content, if we're talking videos, photos, selfies, all of that stuff, it really does the damn job. I love my camera. I don't think I've ever mentioned, but no one's really asked anyway, but just for mentioning, I have the Canon M50, which I think is perfect for vlogging, sit down videos, all of that stuff. But obviously for the days and occasions where I'm not taking my camera out, this phone really does the job. So it's only been, it hasn't even been a month since I've had it, but the difference it's made is amazing. From not really being able to plan my social media feed or anything like that, but just for the content and the quality of pictures and videos that it takes, it's made a difference. So again, it's not exactly encouraging you guys to like go out there and get a phone. It is just me saying what one of my favorites is of this month, and this is definitely up there. So shout out to my new phone. I still love Androids. I'm not picking a side, but this for socials is definitely the one. So guys, those are my May favorites. If you stayed to the end, thank you so much for staying tuned. Like I said, it was very random, but I guess your favorites tend to be from food to fitness, clothing, whatever it is. I've really enjoyed using these things. And so hopefully next month, maybe I'll find some new purchases, some new things to try out. We will see. And if I definitely do, you guys will know about it. But yeah, thank you for staying to the end of the video. If you've made it this far, like I said, make sure you subscribe and turn your notification bell on so you know when I put out some new content. Sunday, 7 p.m, you can always find me here, but I am going to try this month, if this is June, to upload some more content for you guys as well. So make sure your notification bell is on so you know when that's coming out. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay well, stay blessed, good vibes only, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.